are you ready for a 20-minute body weight and balance cardio boost workout? I have 3 exercises for you that are 20 on and 10 off, so they're higher intensity to bring that heart rate flying high. Then we're hitting 4 exercises that have a little bit more focus on balance, 30 on, 10 off. We're gonna go through those 7 exercises 2 times and then finish with that final cardio booster to get the most out of your 20 minutes, drive that heart rate up, work that balance and body position, and reach those goals. 5 seconds, we're hitting that walk in place for your warm-up. Toes straight ahead, listening to those beeps. You're also gonna have reminders come up across the bottom of the screen. We've got a nice tall chest working on our posture, a gentle pull in on that belly button, chin tucked and head pushed back to relax those shoulders. Good posture goes a long way in supporting our spine and getting more out of our workouts than just heart and lung health. In 6 seconds, we're gonna go to a lateral lunge with a reach up and across our body. Toes wide, we're gonna sit down into one leg. Toes, knees, hips, straight line. We're gonna push up, pivot our feet, and then reach across our body towards the far corner as we squeeze those glutes and get a nice stretch through the front of that hip. We're gonna stay on that same side, pivot, big squeeze. As we sit down into that lateral lunge, you may feel a nice big stretch through the inside of that straight leg. This helps open up those hips, keep those knees from pulling in as we hit that workout, and then stretching the front of that hip. We've got 5 seconds before we switch sides. Nice big reach and shoulder down and back. We're gonna switch sides now, sitting into the opposite leg. Toes, knees, hips, straight line, pivot, and reaching across that body. Notice as I pivot, my feet are now hip width apart. Big squeeze on my bum to tuck those hips under. That's where we get that nice stretch through the front of that hip. As we reach towards that far corner, roll that shoulder down and back. I hope you feel a nice stretch through the outside of those armpits. I want you to see that position, toes, knees, hips, straight line. 10 seconds, we're gonna start driving that heart rate up slowly but surely with a jog in place. If you're not jumping, you've got a march in place. So onto those toes, driving through the floor again, hip width apart, pumping those arms. If we're not jogging, we're marching, pumping, opposite arm, opposite leg, driving those toes through the floor, warming up that ankle complex. Here we go, picking up the pace, down to 8 seconds. We're gonna go to single leg hops now to warm those hips up and work that balance. In 1, here we go, balancing on one leg. We're gonna step, hop, or jump, landing heel toe, and then balancing. All the way across the room. If you have a small area, you can step or jump, but you wanna land quietly and work on that balance, on that alignment. Toes, knees, hips, nice straight line. By landing heel toe, we should feel that working our glutes a little bit extra. We're working on that balance, helping those glutes and teaching those glutes, those bum muscles, to engage quickly, to stabilize our ankles, knees, and hips, helps us prevent injury. We're gonna go to our final dynamic stretch, a squat to a calf stretch. Toes, knees, hips, straight line. Sit those hips down into a chair, stand up, and then step forward, push that heel back into a calf stretch. Down and back into that lunge, up, step forward with the opposite leg, push that heel into the floor. Back and forth you go, hopefully feeling that stretch through the back of that calf, down into the ankle, nice and controlled with that chest up tall. We've got some jumping because of that dynamic cardio boost to drive that heart rate high. In 2 seconds, we've got a lunge with 2 uppercuts. So down into a lunge, and then that back arm is gonna come up like we're punching somebody underneath the chin, switching sides. So down, big punch, up, pushing through those legs, rotating through the core, creating power in that upper body. Our thumbs stay outside of those fists. My shoulders stay down and back, protecting my face as I come. With that opposite hand, small rotation and big squeeze on those glutes as you punch and push using those legs. 4 seconds, we're gonna go to a lateral runner. Again, power. So stepping out to the side, we've got toes, knees, hips, straight line. We're going to drive that knee forward 2 times and then switch. So 1, 2, and switch. And switch. Trying to line it up, trying to keep those toes pointed straight ahead, that knee in line with the toes, with the hip. So get used to it, try to get into a good position. And you can step to switch, or you can kind of hop to switch. As we reach, shoulders should stay away from those ears. Don't reach overhead, shoulders down and back. Helps reduce that strain in the upper back. 20 on, 10 off, 3 exercises. Keep those feet moving. Our first one is 2 squat jacks. So out and in with those feet, and then jumping up towards the ceiling, landing toes, knees, hips. So out and in, up, hit it with me. Out and in, and up. If you're not jumping, you can step, tap, up to those toes. Either way, it's about a quarter squat here. We want to make sure those toes, knees, and hips are in the nice straight line as we land. Soft knees, 2 seconds. Remember, 3 exercises, heart rate high. Lunge, 2 uppercuts, just like warm up. Come with me in 2. Punch from those legs, up through that core. Chest up, nice and tall. Remember, feet hip width apart. All 5 of my toes are pushing into the floor behind me as I create that upward force and power. We're all moving up right here, right now with this workout. Lateral runners, just like warm up. 2 on each side. Go ahead and switch. Let's hit it right here. Last exercise of that cardio boost. Toes straight ahead. Line it up. Find your kinetic balance. Find that alignment. Get more from your workout. Last one. Feet are moving. Your next group, 30 on, 10 off, 4 exercises. We're gonna go down and back into that lunge. Back leg drives up into a skip. This is our balance portion. Landing in that balance position, so down and back, up and skip. You ready? Let's hit it. Down and back. Drive that knee up. Going into that skip. Pause to catch that balance. Trying to keep toes, knees, hips. Nice straight line. Nice, slow and controlled. If you're not jumping, you can come up and just do that calf raise again. Still working on that balance, on that control. You can even come to a light hop and then land controlled. Last one. Our next exercise is a skater with a jab cross. So step, hop, jump towards an inside leg, and then we're punching. 1, 2, come with me. So step, hop, jump, punch, out and in, once with each arm. Whoop. You want to be leading with your knee. You want to try to keep those toes nice and straight ahead. You can step, work that balance. You can even tap your foot down as you punch. It is challenging on the balance, but you came here for a challenge and you've already started. Let's stick with it. Lunge, power skip, opposite leg. Down and back, drive it up, work that balance. Using those arms as you go down and back. It's going to help you create more power, challenging those hips to engage quickly, keeping that ankle, that knee in good alignment. If you can do it here, it helps us Day to day, 4 seconds. There you have it, feet are moving. Single leg hops, just like warm up. So balancing on one leg, step, hop, or jump towards the other, landing heel toe, working that balance in a straight line. Again, the farther you step, hop, or jump, the more challenging it's going to be to balance. Whoop, as I lose my balance there. Toes, we try to keep them pointed straight ahead. We try to keep those knees from going in or out. Only 5 seconds left. Guys, that is round number 1. Squat jack jumps back to the 20-10, 3 exercises in 3. Are you gonna hit it? Yes, we are. Down, out, and in twice. Jump it up. Soft knees. Use those arms. 20 seconds goes by fast. You're already down to 8. Can you do anything for 8 seconds? Yes, we can. Big push up, reaching for your goals. Lunge, uppercut. Feet are moving, walking, stepping. Whatever we've got, stagger those feet. Dig down deep and punch it up. As if you're punching anything that's holding you back, punching it up out of your way, giving it your all as you go low to high. Yes. Lateral runners for round 2. Finishing that power boost in 2. Out to the side. Toes, knees, hips. Straight line. I say it a lot. It must be important. The more we line up that body, the more we strengthen weak muscles that can potentially cause pain and injury. 2 seconds, and you finished it. That's your boost. 30-10 for your balance. We've got that lunge, power skip. Here we go, down and back. Paying attention to your form. If you have a mirror, awesome. If you don't have a mirror, set your phone up with a video or your computer and watch yourself. You don't even have to record, but it serves as a mirror. Feet hip width apart. Feel all 5 toes pushing into the floor on that back foot, and then drive it up towards your goals. And shake it out. Skater side to side with those punches. Step, hop, jump in 2 to the side towards that inside leg, and then a quick out and in. Remember, thumb outside those wrists. Wrists stiff. Working that balance. As we punch, the chest stays up tall. Trying to keep those shoulders away from those ears. 3 seconds. Feeling it work. Lunge, power skip. Opposite side. What have you got? Because this is your last time through. We've got drive. We've got power. We've got purpose. Soft knees as you land, as if you're creeping up. Or you live in an apartment, and don't forget, you can always take that skip out and just come up to the toes. How high you jump is all dependent on your form and your power. 3 seconds, one last one. You feeling those hips talk? Ooh, I sure am. Feels good. Single leg hops, working that balance and control. Stepping, hopping, jumping, and then balancing. You want to land heel toe, like I said. Working, engaging those glutes, stabilizing those hips. 10 seconds, teaching those glutes and those muscles to engage quickly, to balance and control our position. That was your last time through the balance. Let's finish with that cardio boost. Finish with that heart rate high squat jack jumps in 2, out and in. This is where we dig deep. You have 60 seconds, less than 60 seconds to get the most out of your workout. Toes, knees, hips, straight line. We push, reach, get those goals, whatever they might be today. Every day your workout might look different, but you give it your best for you today. With or without jumping, a great workout. Let's get that lunge, uppercut, down low to up high. Punching whatever it is that holds us back, whatever barriers are stopping us. Nothing's stopping you today. 3 seconds. That's it. Lateral runners to finish that boost. And then we get to breathe and bring that heart rate down. Right here, out to the side. Drive that knee in. Breathing every time. Down to 12 seconds. Yes, you can. Yes, you will. As we've come too far, you've worked too hard to get here. Finish it strong. And get a quick drink. Big deep breath in. We're going to bring that heart rate down. We're going to take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale. Circling those arms. Opening up that chest. One more big deep breath. Expand the belly, expand the lungs. Exhale. Nice, slow and controlled. We're going to stretch out the inside of those thighs to start. Toes straight ahead, feet wide. Step one foot slightly forward so the heel is in line with those opposite toes. Lean into that leg. And then it's a nice big squeeze on that bum, tucking the hips under. I don't do a lot of different stretches. We stretch muscles that have the tendency to get tight, the tendencies to cause patterns, pain, and injury. So stretch out these muscles, and if they feel tight, make sure you come back to them. If you don't listen to your body, nobody else will. So listen to those tight muscles, stretch them out, calm them down. And if you're looking for some releases, never hesitate to reach out. We're going to go ahead and switch sides, lean into that leg. Big tuck under and a nice tall chest. Nice deep breath in. Bringing that heart rate down. Only 20 minutes, but I hope you feel super challenged and balanced as you found balance in motion. We're going to stretch the front of the hips and down into those thighs, places that tend to get really tight. You can put a blanket, pillow, or mat under that back leg. We're going to flex the back toes. Big squeeze under on those hips. You can reach up towards the ceiling with the arm that's on the same side as that bottom leg. And you can even add a small lean to the side if we feel an increase in stretch. If you don't feel that increase in stretch, if it stays the same, don't do it. All right, we're not leaning forward. We're staying up nice and tall, just tucking the hips under, stretching the front of that hip, down into that thigh. Still controlling that breathing. Big deep breath in. Exhale. Awesome job. And then go ahead and switch sides. I always aim to hold my stretches for 30 to 45 seconds. If you find that it's not long enough, please pause the video or come back to it. Nice big squeeze on those glutes. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Great big stretch on that opposite leg. Totally normal to have one side feel tighter than the other. If that's the case, make sure you come back and stretch that side that is tight. Now we're going to come down into a sleeper stretch. So on your belly, we're going to bring one knee out to the side. It's going to pick those hips up, and all you have to do
is squeeze your glutes, tuck those hips under, and push those hips down towards the floor. Hopefully you feel a nice big stretch to the inside thigh or along the back of the thigh. Nice and controlled squeeze and breathing. This cool down and stretch should bring that heart rate down. We're going to go ahead and switch sides. I'm going to spin it around, but you can just bring the opposite leg up. Same thing, knee even with those hips. And then again, that big squeeze on those glutes. Tuck those hips under. Nice deep breath in. And an exhale. Perfect. Holding it until you no longer feel that stretching sensation. We're going to finish with a child's pose. Toes together, knees wide. Reach the arms away from that body. Shoulders down and back. Fill up that belly with a nice big deep breath. Expand the belly, expand the ribs. Exhale. Press that chest into the floor. Nice big stretch along the outside of those armpits, through the low back. Feeling really good. Awesome job today. I hope you're glistening with the joy of exercise. If you love this workout, please subscribe to my channel. Join me at kineticbalancefitness.com. Check out our virtual gym, our programs, our personal training options, and even my nutrition. I'm always happy to help. I want to provide you with a personalized workout that helps you feel your best and reach your goals. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe. Let me know what you think. Any comments, questions you have, leave them below. I'm always looking for feedback. Thanks, guys.